Hi viewers from HockeyheroesTV. It's sunny outside, but it's freezing, and I want to welcome you to my next hockey vlog. So first of all, I want to say sorry that I missed my last vlog. I was in South Africa with Paul and with another group with Sportways guys. We had a great time. It was hot, sun was shining, and we had amazing kids and the best clinics. Sportways always is the best, but this time it was really the best clinics full time. Sorry that I missed that vlog, but I'm here today. And I will explain you guys a little bit about how I make a training, how Paul and I make a training for Playfull, but also for our club, for our coaching team. So I will explain something about that, how we'll make that. And there are a few things that you have to keep in mind before you write down your exercises and start practicing on the field. And the first thing is actually, what is the essence that you want to train? So do you want to train passing, do you want to play receiving, shooting on goal, whatever? That's an important thing, because if you do one training session and you have 4 different kind of essence, it's a bit weird. So what I always try to do, also with Playfull, with Paul as well, is making sure that we have one essence each training. And the next training, we repeat the last essence and pick up a new essence. So they actually are matching up like together, and they're working together as well. So making sure you have the right essence. The second thing is, how much space do you have? Do you have a whole pitch? Do you have half a pitch? Do you have a quarter of a pitch? Do you have maybe a small piece of pitch? Water-based pitch, sand pitch, grass, can be wherever, indoor. But it's good to consider on what grounds and how much space you can use for your exercises. And also materials. Do we have 4 balls? Do we have a lot of balls? Do we have a lot of cones? How much goals do we have? Do we have maybe rebound boards? All kind of things that we have to consider when you write our trainings. Because let's say if you have 2 goalies in your team, but you only have 1 goal, how are you gonna solve that? Of course, you can always find a solution, but good to know beforehand how much stuff do you have and you can use, of course. Also nice, I told you already, if you have 2 goalies, how many goalies do you have? Goalies are a really important part of your training session. So also implement them in the exercise. Because if they have nothing to do or only stopping balls, they get bored as well. Bored goalies are all not all them that fun. Ask Dennis, because Dennis sometimes is a little bit bored. And the last part, how many players do you have? Do you have an even count, uneven count? Quite important before you start writing down your sessions. So essence, space, material, players, and goalies. All things you have to consider before writing down your training. So now we had the things that we have to consider and think about before we write down our trainings. Now, how we are gonna actually build up our training. I do it always in 4 parts. Of course, we start with the warm-up, walking, running, some small exercises. But then the real training starts, and I divide it in 4. So we're gonna do a warm-up exercise without any pressure. Then with the same essence, we're going to add pressure, so make it a little bit harder. And on the end, it's gonna be a rotator. So warm-up, no pressure, add pressure, and then we're gonna make sure it's gonna be continuous. It's gonna be rotating, and it's gonna be pressure all the time. So it's gonna be actual game. And on the end of the training session, I always play my standard match. It's like a game-like play, and I'll explain it later. Always divided in 4, and now I will show you on the board what we're gonna do today. So this is going to be the warm-up exercise. As you can see, I use half of the pitch and 1 and 2 goals. And we use the whole wide of the pitch as well. So we don't make any added sidelines or something. And that's also because we have 2 goalies, 1 over here and 1 over there. I'll explain you real quick. Balls always start at the double cones. Every training session, ball starts, double cones. Really easy to see for the kids that are training. Oh, double cone. We should probably start with the balls over there. It's a pass to blue. From blue, it's going to be a pass to this marker over there. Yeah, so 2 passes. From that moment on, this player is going to walk to the outside and she's going to receive this pass. Important for this player that she receives the ball with an open position with her feet towards the goal. From that moment on, when this person is receiving the ball, the player over here, starting on the yellow marker, is running to the outside. And while that's happening, the player who passed the ball from blue is going to walk up to top of the D. So what's going to happen here? Receive the ball. It's going to be a hard sweep into the corner. Receive the ball, open position, feet towards the goal, pass to top of the D, shoot on goal. Yeah? So the main essence from the warm-up exercise is receiving the ball, open position with our feet towards the goal. And the rotation is going to be really easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Quite easy, passing, high pace, no pressure. So now we're going to the second part, to the, after the warm-up exercise, we're going to the add pressure part. And it's going to look like this. We're playing in this direction of the arrow. The D stands for defender, of course, and the A starts for attacker. So we play it 3v2 because we have only 10 players today and 2 goalies. So 10 players, 2 goalies, and of course the same setup on this side, playing in this direction. What's going to happen? The defender is going to play in the ball towards the attacker, and from that moment on, it's a 3 versus 2 to the goal over here. And of course, we already trained the option that A is going to the outside, this attacker is going to the outside as well, but they're absolutely free to do whatever they want. They can add everything they have ever trained, so there are no limitations. Attacking to the goal, of course, these guys on this side can play at the same time because they're not walking in the same direction or in the same space. The only rule that we have, if one of the defenders, the Ds, intercepts a ball or takes a ball from the attacker, they only have to go across the 25, so take the ball over the 25, and when they've done that, they have the right to score. So when they take the ball, they don't have to shoot it away, they can earn the right to score by walking across the 25 and go to the goal, of course. If the attackers take over the ball again, then it's done and we start over again. And then we rotate, the 2 defenders rotate, A goes to, this attacker goes to there, this attacker goes to there, and this one is going all the way over the back. Cool, that's the second one. So and now for the last part, we're gonna add some rotations in it. So you start up, of course we need an attacker here. We're gonna start up on one of the 2 sides. So they're gonna play hub, they're gonna play 3v2, bam, to the goal. And now the rule is, if you score a goal as an attacker, 1 point. If you get a penalty corner, 1 point. But if you miss, no points. How can the defender score a point? Really easy. Instead of intercepting the ball and going over the 25, if this defender earns the ball, he can play in his or her teammate, and then the defenders are allowed to attack on this goal. But already this pass, so getting from defender here to the defender on the other side, that pass is already 1 point. Now they are allowed to score, and this defender is allowed to join in. So that will make a 3v3 against this goalie over here. And again, if the defenders score, 1 point, get a foot, 1 point.
And then after 2 times, yeah, if the defender switched from defender to attack, we play only twice. But if the attackers maintain scoring, we can play on as long as possible until they're tired. Yeah. The only thing you have to make sure that if you're done on one side, yeah, get ready for the next ball, because if they're done and they're not ready, then they have a problem. So defenders can earn points by playing defenders on the other side and then earn the right to attack, score a goal and get a penalty corner, and attack as well. Important, I'm not gonna make a training session where this player has to be defender the whole training, but we're gonna rotate, of course. So after like 10 minutes, this attacker will turn defender and this attacker will turn defender, so they will have a little bit of differentiation in their exercise. And again, make sure that every ball that they are receiving is with an open position with their feet towards the goal. So, and then the last game we play. So we had first part warm up without pressure, second part add pressure, and then a third part with rotations and going on continuously. And then we have the game. We make 2 sidelines. As you saw, we had 2 goalies on the start, but one goalie has a goalie training, so we're losing one, so we're going to 1 goalie now. Side of backline here, so we don't play on the full half of the pitch, but we make it a bit smaller. 2 small goals and a box for me to stand in with all the balls. And it's quite easy. You can earn the right to score by first scoring in one of the 2 small goals. Then you are allowed to score with your team in the big goal. Otherwise, you're not allowed to score, of course. Rules: if you make a foul, put the ball down, play on. But if the ball goes over either this back line, or these sidelines, I always throw in a new ball. That's why I have a little bit more control over, like with one player who is being a bit lazy today, I can actually throw all the balls to this player, so she gets a little bit activated as well. So I have a bit more control of the speed and the intensity of the game, and that's quite nice. So that's the end game.
So now you've seen how I build up the training and how I divide all the parts, blah, 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 blah. If you have any questions, please ask. If you have something to add or maybe something you don't agree on, please let me know. So, and that's how I make a training session. Before every training session, I do the same routine by making sure I have the right essence, making sure that I counted every player, materials, pitches, space, everything, to make sure that if I am on the pitch, I'm not in doubt to what to do and what should I train, because it's really important before you start training you actually know what you're doing, because then you can make a plan in your head. Stop laughing, Paul. Paul's on the background. But yeah, if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Again, if you want to add something, please let me know. If you want a link to a sports session planner or any questions about SSP, please let me know as well. And for now, thank you for watching. Please like us on Facebook, Instagram, follow us on Snapchat. Really cool. I don't follow them as well, but yeah, maybe I should do that. And please subscribe on our YouTube channel. And I will see you next time. Ciao.